All right, new at 3. Would you ever explore falling in love in virtual reality? It is the subject of the first episode of Shift, a Newsy original series that dives into stories that are shaping the future. Take a look.
It's like being at a club.
We probably need to go to 114 Harvest and meet with our folks there.
Oh my gosh, I'm still stimulated. Like my heart is racing. That was so fun.
It's about as close as you'll get to a club these days. And with more romantic relationships taking digital directions, Newsy's Cody LeGros, who you just saw there, dove into the phenomenon of virtual love. And joining me now is the correspondent in this piece, none other than Newsy's Cody LeGros. Cody, I find this whole story fascinating. What does it feel like to be totally immersed in virtual reality like we just saw you there?
Ross, have you ever played The Sims?
I have, yes.
Okay, so it's like that, but as if you're the sim. So when you're in a virtual world, there are preset commands that you can use as well. You also have full autonomy to be you. So it kind of removes the filters and the face tunes and everything we're used to these days, and you kind of get to be yourself in these virtual worlds.
That is so crazy. And we've been seeing this as a trend for quite some time now. A lot of people think this is kind of the trend of the future. How can this change the way that we meet people, though, really?
All right. So, I mean, if you look at your Twitter, your Instagram, any other platform we have, these are polished, very curated versions of ourselves, you know? It leaves a lot of room for people who view those to make their own preconceived notions. Their prejudice comes along with that. So in virtual reality, you get to decide what to reveal when. The only thing they hear is your voice. You can alter it. The only thing they see is your avatar, but the mannerisms and everything else is you. So a lot of people who are studying VR say this is a chance to present a more authentic version of ourselves, despite it being in a completely virtual world.
This is still a lot for me to wrap my head around. So I'm curious, what shocked you the most about this? I'm sure there was some shock factor, right?
Well, yeah, so we started this project before the pandemic, and in it you'll meet a woman who lives in Houston who's married to a man in Denmark. And I thought when the pandemic hit, since their primary form of communication was virtual, they would be relatively unaffected, and that couldn't be further from the case. So yes, virtual reality provides this new space to dive in and explore relationships and form them in a different way. But Ross, I hate to bring breaking news right now, but nothing beats a good old-fashioned hug in the physical world.
Tell me about it. We've never missed hugging more than we do right now. Finally, Cody, we all want to watch the series. Tell us where and when we can watch this.
Yeah, so it's streaming on TV, on Newsy, on every platform we have. It's also on YouTube if you search Newsy Shift Virtual Love, or you could give me a follow on any social media platform, and I've got the link in the bio right there for you.
Shift Virtual Love. Cody, thanks so much for the time. Can't wait to watch this. I hope this doesn't become our whole future, but I do think it's interesting, something we'll check out in the future. Thanks again.
Thank you.